The Chief of Defence Staff and former Indian Army Chief, General Bipin Rawat, has said that the armed forces personnel understand their responsibility at this time when India is battling the coronavirus outbreak. Shedding light on the lessons taught by the health crisis, General Bipin Rawat said that there has been a major lesson for us. Here's an excerpt from that interview.
We are adhering to all the instructions that are coming to us from the highest body in our country, that is the PMO, from the meetings that are being organized at the level of the Cabinet Secretary. We are attending meetings of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And whatever directions are emanating are percolating right down to the rank and file. And we are ensuring that these reach in the right time, in the right manner. We do know that when the country is in lockdown and when people are told to stay indoors, they tend to become impatient. But this is not the time to be impatient. Patience is very much important, and we have to ensure that we maintain discipline. Maintaining discipline is not a big problem in the armed forces because we are accustomed to maintaining discipline. But to maintain patience is what I think is the need of the hour. I will be happy to inform you that all our people have now downloaded the Arogya app, and therefore should any one of our people get affected, we will be able to pick that up very soon, and we will be able to ensure that the spread does not happen in a very big way. I think there is a very major lesson for us in the sense that the way the scientists and other agencies involved in medical research have come up with innovative ideas to produce medical equipment inside in the country, which we were so far importing, to help us tide over COVID-19 has been amazing. Gradually over the years, we should start depending on Make in India. If we start depending on Make in India, I think we will also be able to reduce our ab initio holdings. By the time the spread of this COVID started in our country, I think it was in the early months of February. In February, we were ready for undertaking any task assigned to us. To say that in the next 6 months, our preparedness will fall because of the budget. The budget has already been given to us. We understand how to use it. All that we have to ensure during this financial year is that we have to avoid any wasteful expenditure.
The term policing has taken on a whole new meaning during the pandemic. Police personnel across the world have been tasked with a single mission, that is to keep people off the streets. And some of them have found rather innovative ways of doing their job. A look now at our next report.
How do you convince people to be wary of an invisible enemy? Politicians have asked their citizens to stay home and stay safe. But the onus of keeping them off the streets lies with the police. Not everyone is convinced about the threat of COVID-19. So cops around the world have turned into dancers and pranksters to drive home the message. These are officers of the Peruvian National Police, dancing with an empty coffin on their shoulders. It's a rather ominous warning. Stay at home, or you could find yourself in one of these. Dancing pallbearers have become quite the rage after a viral video from Ghana showed a group of men dancing with a coffin on their shoulders. For you, this might look like a normal building, but for the residents of the city in central Indonesia, it's a nightmare. Officials in this region are locking up quarantine violators in a building that locals believe to be haunted. Some of the newer residents are refusing to comply with the 14-day quarantine period. 5 of them now find themselves inside the spooky isolation ward. Three people on a single bike, none of them wearing masks or helmets. It's difficult to say how many rules these boys were flouting. The cops decided to play an elaborate prank on the boys by tossing them into an ambulance with a fake COVID-19 patient. Let's just say they are unlikely to forget their masks or helmets for a long time now. These are Dubai policemen with their specially designed heat-sensing helmets. The helmet can read your body temperature from 5 meters away. If it exceeds the normal levels, the officers get an alert on their helmet visor. The device can scan 200 people in just 1 minute. But there are privacy concerns. The helmet has facial recognition software, a QR code scanner, and a license plate recognition system. Pretty advanced for what is basically a wearable thermometer. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.